Hi friends, this is Day to Tank. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to Heaven Will Be Mine. This is part 8 in our series, Poke Teteran Upper Right Card Area. We are going down an interesting route today. This is the tripod that we managed to do on our first playthrough, which I'm so proud that we were able to do that. And organically too, which is fun. This is the one I was worried about, because it's Memorial Foundation, which I have zero connection to. I don't see anything about what they want. I don't get it. But it's Lunaterra. We'll see kind of how everybody else goes with this. Especially how Iapetus is gonna go. Because we're still playing as Saturn. Okay. Let's load our favorite load! Okay. Memorial Foundation, here we go. Never forgotten, every story told. I'm disappointed, Saturn. I expected more from you. Yeah, sorry, what? That really just is the best thing you have ever said to me. Are you sure there's no bitterness behind that laughter, Saturn? You think you can admonish me for not impressing you enough at this point? No sense of failure. If you're mad, how could I possibly consider that a failure? I was just expecting more. A more cosmic disappointment. A true ruining of the universe. Do you expect me to believe you're happy with this outcome? Memorial Foundation has such low ambitions. You're underestimating me. Don't think I won't pick a future just to spite you. I don't believe that for a second. What happened to that ambitious person I knew? And finally, you have nothing to say? Are you afraid of what's coming back to Earth that much? You really don't get how satisfying it is to listen to you go on like this. You, the mocker of dreams. Hey, Iapetus, why don't you try being more realistic? I have nothing to lose in a return to Earth. Didn't that bother you to no end? I can see how this would truly be the future you fear the most. You don't have anything to lose. But when we come back to Earth, are you maybe afraid of what it will gain? The Memorial Foundation does not have the power, or the courage, or the hope. They have experience in numbers, and that still matters. It matters the most because the gravity well is whimpering, sputtering, and Earth's tactics, strategic and realistic, are favored. Their weapons are kinetic. They don't fight with anything dreamlike or unique. All they have is to do the simple job. A fight between giant robots can only be so realistic, but that's the best they know how to do. They've never fought on Earth, after all. The gravity well is successfully commandeered by Memorial Foundation. The limits are made clear. They were rockets built always for entry back home, and to take everyone with them. Halamede, in the low Sulci, soars in glory. This is terrifying, whatever this is. Halamede? Low Sulci soars in glory, holding the dying lunar gravity well in her arms. Through it, she extends the logic of Earth to every tidal reactor, the exact gravitational constant that determines human to be human. Oh, hi! Oh, there's someone new. Lunaterra, you've done so well. You've been so good. Terrifying. Are you still going to betray us? Europa told me to expect it. I won't. Like I promised. Even if the rest of the pilots may not forgive me. They're coming home now too. Is that a problem? I thought it was happiness for all and no one left behind. Emphasis on the no one left behind, because the first is too hard. We have to be careful, you know that. They think we're more trouble than we're worth. There's a really simple, easy solution to us becoming another existential threat. A simple way to defeat it and prevent it. When they indulged the Memorial Foundation's plea for an alternative to their method, the one used from the beginning of humanity to the present, they allowed us. Because we made the promise of submitting without complaint. That's true. Europa never failed to remind me the Earth could just decide to kill us. The Earth can be divided. We're meant to be one. Earth is an anchor in space-time for us. It wasn't always like that. We started from zero. We had to carve out our own place in the universe, bit by bit. We have to move ever forward, marching in progress. As culture marches forward, so does our gravity increase. We need each other, and we need this culture, this gravity, to make us together. I agree. Humans need to come together. Oh. Luna Terra immediately fires a solid light bullet into the gravity well restraint mechanism, and the gravity well implodes back to life. In the middle of the victorious fleet, communication immediately falls apart as space-time and electromagnetic forces tear through them. You finally did it, Luna T. Something so dumb I don't have time to get mad before I save you from it. You could have at least told me this is what you're planning. I would have, but I wasn't planning this until 10 minutes ago. Hey, didn't even cut it that close. Tell me you've come up with something good. I'll follow you, even it to a bad ending. But now you've got nothing other than this depressing conclusion. I'd have to hate you to let you do that, baby. Hands reach from behind her and hold the well gently, easily, as Holomede's fingers shatter. What? Traitor! Sorry, I'm just borrowing it. You're not sorry now, and you weren't sorry then. I think you might really wish you were sorry. I want to believe you want to be sorry, but that's not good enough. It's certainly much too late for it. I wish, instead of wanting to be sorry, you just wouldn't be able to be happy again. I can't do that. Then please, deny this. Ooh. Lucis only is made almost entirely of constantly reflecting hard light. It emits from every angle at light speed a drowning torrent, a reversed vacuum, a void of energy, an unignorable, undeniable deluge. Light with the substance and pressure and weight of water. The heaviness is unbearable, to Luna Terra especially. Yet it's so familiar, it's impossible to escape. Automatically she falls right in. No matter what terrible things you've done, you'll never forgiven exactly what you deserve for them. That's how you can make it up? That's how you should make it up. At least not in the same way. Which I know now. I thought I would die before. But the nice thing is if you don't die from this, you grow up. Even if it feels unfair. Are you suffering? Luna Terra reaches her hands as close as she can to the gravity well. Her untitled reactor howls and creaks with the strain of not falling in. It isn't interested in Luna Terra's dreams. It just wants to have everything. The infant wish of humanity. Earth's pure greed. The white void. The all-consuming gravity that erases all distinction. Pluto can barely keep the light at bay. Tears into Pluto with perfect synchronicity. Memorial Foundation has been waiting for this chance at the unit designed to defeat them. The one that reminds them of everything they can't have. She's drowning. Her fingers are still reaching. Still holding the dying gravity well. The true enemy are the fast-approaching autonomous defense units. Unlike the ship itself, They're designed with war in mind. Ptolemy said, the easiest solution is just to kill us. The option they're always most eager to take. No wonder they felt the ship's self-program was just a fanciful indulgence. They were surprised then, and Saturn tears them to pieces. Get it, Saturn? Oh, so pretty. Guess you were right. From how unsure you were, you made it sound like it was going to be a lot harder. Pluto, you've been a good influence on her. Like how I've had a bad one? Like how I've been a bad one. We're really suited for a hopeless woman like that, aren't we? Thanks, Saturn. It'll just be a little longer. Don't ignore my nonsense. When this is all is over, I'm going to forget it. Hold on. When this is all over, I'm not going to forget it. There we go. Sure. You can tease me all you want if you win. You're not very inspiring. It'll be super inspiring if we win. So let's do that first. Saturn poisons the waters. She corrupts the information. What washes over Pluto is muddy, pink, toxic, and definitely bad for you. But at least it doesn't want to eat you alive in the name of love. It just wants to mess you up in a good way and let you mess it up too. Destabilization has gone successfully so far, and the gravity well is diminished and weak, and dying fast. That's okay though. It's enough for a little wish. The greatest trick is just move 1 inch forward. The only trick. Change the physics by a decimal point in a secret place where they won't notice. Equivalent to reinventing a new Earth is changing the acceleration due to gravity by 0.01 meters per second squared. So it's 9.79 meters per second squared? Or maybe like 9.81 meters per second squared? Okay. That is something that is impossible, even with the gravity well. The Earth is the Earth, and it will bind everything to it. Except there is a nearby body, in perfect sync, inseparable, and distinct, and though its orbit, its tides influences subtle ways in life of Earth. I understand now. This is something I want to. You're coming with this idea is just the worst. Why couldn't you just be a bad person with bad ideas and wicked dreams? It's impossible now. Who would want to give up the moon for the Earth? If we lose, we'll really look like idiots. We'll live alone on a lifeless moon. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. The moon is to be abandoned too, unless you can bring it into such inseparable closeness. No, stop convincing me. This sucks. I still hate you, but fine. Okay, hold on, sorry. Still hate you, but fine. Come on. Gotta do this at least once. Live on the moon, away from me forever. Low Solstice shuts the valve. Earth rips around inside her. But the gravity well, almost compromised, begins to glow to life again. For a little bit longer, Earth can't touch it. Can't shut it down. Left to its own devices, the gravity well will bring all things together. Of all the fabulous dream tech of the Memorial Foundation International Space Program, the gravity well, which brings together matter, light, and culture, is the strongest execution of their dream. And a pathetically mistaken one, too. The gravity well brings things closer until they pass through the event horizon, and then can never return to the universe again. The limit where even information can't return. Whether it's a good universe or a terrible one, Lunaterra doesn't intend to find out. She's hopelessly attached to this universe. What we do want is to get a little closer. I thought you said you could find a way to be happy in any kind of future. I think that works only if we try really hard to make it not suck first. See, she gets it. Well, it's not like I think it won't work. If the gravity well is sufficiently strong, it is true. It'll eat away at the tidal forces of Earth. The math is like the gravitational forces of the Earth will change somewhere in the billionth place. How about the hundredths? That's definitely super impossible. I think we move the center of gravity between the Earth and the Moon. We pull a little, and then we pull a lot. We pull until our bodies fall apart. I think that we can get a shift to the hundredths place. And bring a little bit of what we made here back home. It's a very generous kindness. And also an extremely petty act of revenge. Yes. I want to pay the price. And they should pay it too. Should never expect me to choose a boring future. Didn't come here to be bored. I didn't come here to be realistic. Don't think I'd give up for love either. But I'm not an idiot. All these dreams are meaningful because I'm still human. There's no way to have everything I want, so I have to choose half. Which is so unfair, you know? Rather lose everything trying than get a chance like that. It's a hard choice too, the hardest. The human half is so easy to throw out, and so difficult to treasure. Who will be tender with it? Who will see its value? Who will make it powerful? Not me, that's for sure. Can't do something like that. It's all of you can. You've got a lot of work left. It'll be hard. I know it's already been much harder for the two of you. Together we argue for the future. Let the contamination and change in our bodies grow and thrive. If you want Earth to be our garden, let's poison it. It will never be the same after we seduce them. Okay. Lunatera doesn't hear the alarm. Her body knows exactly when it's supposed to wake up, and she does. She doesn't have to wake this early anymore, but her body has a hard time letting her to go back to sleep. She wakes up, tries to focus her eyes. Her head hurts just a little, so she thinks she'll go ahead and make coffee, except Saturn's arm is tugging at her shirt. Pluto's legs are tangled in hers. Oh, so they're back on Earth! So maybe she can't make coffee just yet. She worms out of the comforter as much as she can. The apartment's summer air condition keeps things nice and cool. Summers here are hot. And so are the girls. Maybe if she tries hard, she can get back to sleep. But it's hard. It's always hard when the sun's still there, especially with just the hum of the AC. Everyone's slow breathing. And the light shiver of sweat. Hey, dude, wake up. Hey, don't pull me back to bed. Pluto, stop her. But I want to see who wins. You're the one who wants to make breakfast. You made me wake her up. Don't act like it's not your problem. None of you were up when I was up, so it's time to sleep forever. That's what I said. Also, you're clearly awake, so let's go. No, Pluto. I'm making breakfast, though. I've already turned on the stove. Aw, cute little domestic life. Good job, THROUPLE. It's fine. I'll just burn the house down. Help me stop Saturn. Okay. You traitor! You betrayed yourself! That's enough out of you. Come get some coffee, Lunati, before you get a headache over it. Z. You're really such a fake. It's for serious. You two, you switch sides really easily. So do you! Up again. Alright, you're helping me make breakfast. What? How come she gets to sleep in? She'll be right behind us. She was. Lunatera shivered for a second, bare under the AC, and then got up. She turned the light off, light canceling off on the windows, and the day which will last for the rest of the month, poured in, which she can feel a minute of, before she wants to go get breakfast too, on the other side of the moon. The Earth will always be visible. Oh, so they ended up living on the moon, not on Earth. That's great. Good compromise. Without the hands of her old body, she won't ever be able to fly or feel the view of anything but a picture ever again. Even the memories are fading. But the moon is closer, so close that there's almost no difference between it and the Earth. It's another country, strange country, and the Earth is too. Oh, that's brilliant. Moving the decimal place, that which is strong will not triumph. Interesting. Huh. I loved all three of these endings. This one was the hardest to deal with because I don't know anything about Memorial Foundation. Like, I have no idea who this other person was, and it was harder to understand. But I now know they lived on the moon, which is cute, and the cute little, like, throuple bed scene was adorable. It's just so good. Okay, next time we're gonna kick off Pluto's route, because I want to know more about Dr. Nyx. I want to know more. You can't stop me. And actually, you should hit the subscribe button and the like button, all the buttons, and come back and see me. And I can say buttons, all the buttons, because now there's no dislike button, which is kind of great. Remove negativity from the internet. With that, I love you all, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye!